Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, so let's talk autonomous vehicles. You'd think freeways, right? Nice open roads. Seems like the easiest place to start.
Yeah, that's the common intuition.
But then you look at the big players, wayMo, Tesla, and they're all in deep on, well, messy urban streets. Why? Why the city focus?
Right, and it's not like they just forgot about freeways. It's very much a deliberate choice. It comes down to the tech, the business models, even regulations.
Okay.
So our mission here is to kind of dig into that urban strategy, figure out why that freeway first idea for passengers hasn't really panned out, and interestingly, where freeway autonomy is actually working.
Ah, so there's a twist.
Definitely. The real freeway business case might not be what you expect.
Okay, so tackling the chaos first, it still feels a bit backward.
Well, yeah, but the thinking is if you can solve the absolute hardest problems, pedestrians popping out, cyclists, crazy intersections, then your system becomes super robust.
Robust enough for anywhere, eventually.
Exactly. Like wayMo, their whole approach is super methodical, safety above all.
Right, they use all the sensors, LiDAR, radar, cameras, and those incredibly detailed 3D maps. Precision down to 10 centimeters, I read.
Yeah, incredibly precise. It's this geofenced bubble. Look at Phoenix they tested for years, like 3+ years, before even taking the driver out.
Very cautious.
Very. And far more expensive, too. It really highlights that debate. Slow and steady versus Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla's going for the vision only, AI learns like a human approach.
Yeah.
More generalized.
Right. Musk's idea is basically get it working in a few U.S. cities, and boom, it scales everywhere.
And they have all that data from the FSD beta users.
Huge amounts of data, yeah. Over 400,000 users feeding the network. But you also hear those reports, right? The system making weird moves in situations that seem pretty straightforward.
Yeah, run ideal.
And analysts are, tempering expectations, saying a reliable, no-supervision robotaxi from them might still be a few years off, maybe 2028.
So connecting this back, the robotaxi dream relies on getting rid of the driver, yeah? That's a big cost saving.
Exactly. That human driver is what? Around 57, almost 58% of a taxi fare. Cities offer that density, lots of short trips, keeps the cars busy.
Okay, so that proposed freeway model, human drives to the freeway, car takes over that doesn't cut the main cost.
Not really, no. It's kind of a business model misfit. You still need that human for the first and last bits of the trip, which are often the most complex. So the big saving isn't there.
Right. Okay, so if the handoff model is flawed for passengers, why isn't just freeway driving the focus? Aren't freeways simpler?
You'd think so, but not really. Speed changes everything. At 70 miles an hour, you cover a football field in about 3 seconds.
Wow.
Any small error gets magnified hugely. And merging, that's a massive computational challenge. Seeing far enough ahead, predicting other cars. You need perception out to maybe 300 meters.
Okay, so those weird moves we mentioned, totally catastrophic at 70-mile-an-hour.
Absolutely. And this brings up that huge human factor issue with level 3 automation.
Ah, level 3, where the car drives, but you have to be ready to take over instantly.
Yeah, and that's basically an unsolvable human factor problem. Your attention just drifts when you're not actively driving. We all do it.
Totally. Relaxing 1 second, needing split-second control the next. It feels impossible. And risky from a liability standpoint, too, right?
Hugely risky. That's why you see many car makers trying to jump straight from level 2, which is driver assist, to level 4, where the car handles everything within its defined area precisely to avoid that messy level 3 handoff.
So it sounds like passenger cars on freeways have some serious hurdles. Is the freeway just a dead end for autonomy for now?
Oh, not at all. This is where it gets interesting. The real compelling freeway first case, it's freight, it's trucking.
Ah, okay. Tell me more.
Well, think about it. The U.S. trucking industry has a massive driver shortage. It's projected to be like 160,000 drivers short by 2031.
That's a huge number.
Huge.
Yeah.
Autonomous trucks can run nearly 2047. They directly address that labor shortage pain point.
And the cost savings must be significant, too.
Potentially massive. Estimates are up to 30% reduction in long-haul costs. That could save the industry something like $168 billion a year.
Wow. And how does the handoff work there? Does it avoid the level 3 problem?
Completely. The model is much cleaner. Human drivers handle the tricky local stuff, getting from the warehouse to a highway hub.
Okay.
Then the autonomous truck takes over for the long, simple highway miles. Then another human takes over at the destination hub. No mid-trip human AV switcheroo needed while cruising at high speed.
That makes a lot more sense. Pragmatic.
Exactly. And this isn't just theory. The market's projected to hit $18 billion by 2030, maybe 25,000 vehicles. States like Texas, Florida, They're already setting up smart freight corridors.
Okay, so dedicated lanes then, like an FSD lane with a toll. Is that the smart corridor idea?
Not quite like a physically separate lane necessarily. The cost for that kind of dedicated infrastructure is just enormous.
Right.
And you hit this chicken and egg problem. You need lots of AVs to justify the cost, but a high toll to pay for it would discourage people from using AVs.
So what are these smart corridors then?
It's more about digitally enabled corridors. Think sensors and communication tech along the existing highway.
Okay.
Like in Texas on SH-130, they're spending about $1.4 million on 21 miles of sensors. It creates a kind of digital twin of the highway.
A digital model for all vehicles.
Yeah, helping both human-driven and eventually autonomous vehicles navigate more safely and efficiently using vehicle-to-infrastructure or V2I communication. Michigan and Florida are doing similar things. It's about upgrading the existing roads, not building brand new, expensive AV-only lanes yet.
Got it. More practical. So pulling this all together, the focus on cities first, it's not random, it's strategic.
Definitely. It's about tackling the hardest tech problems first and chasing the immediate robotaxi economic win by removing the driver cost in high-demand areas.
But the freeway isn't forgotten. It's just the focus there is shifting to trucks, where the business case and the operational model are much clearer right now.
Precisely. It's all driven by safety, managing liability, and finding those near-term economic returns.
So here's something to chew on. Think about when these two paths eventually meet. You'll have these highly capable urban robotaxis perfected and mature autonomous trucking on the freeways. That convergence feels like the real turning point for autonomous travel everywhere.
That could be the inflection point.
So, for you listening, how might this step-by-step approach, cities first for people, freeways first for freight, change how you think about the future of getting around? Not just for packages, but for your own travel. Something to think about.